I
So
paid
true.
the price for arrogance, and I don't
Yeah.
want to go back to that. But I would say this,
You
sir.
could be arrogant. You could be arrogant.
Yes, sir.
You have thousands of followers. You have thousands of people that watch your podcast
Yes, sir.
follow you. That you can gather many thousands of people, and you could be arrogant with that, but you're not. And
I think it's part of what you said with the relational nutrients. I think you feed off what's around you. Okay,
so true.
This is why it's so important that Brother Woodward preached that message years ago because of the times about who's sitting at your table. I don't even know if that's the title that he called it, but he was basically talking about who's around you. It affects what comes out of you, what comes into you. And it is so important that, now later in life, I mean, I love to be transparent because nobody was ever transparent for me when I was growing up in this. Okay. There was always like everybody was holding their cards close to their chest and wouldn't tell me, the real stuff. But I remember, I feel like when it comes to arrogance, when I was growing up, I wanted to be around everybody, every, big thing, big name, and it wasn't healthy for me. I wasn't having the right people speaking into my lives. But later in life, as God began to organically put healthy people around me and healthy people were speaking into my life, helped me to evaluate, to take a close look at who I was and to, become the man God wanted me to be. And I'm not there yet. I want to be better. I want to be a better man of God and a better father and a better Christian and a better believer and a more humble man. But it really does matter who's around you.
And the more that the more that you center yourself in the middle of those people,
Yes.
and you receive in a healthy way,
yes,
acceptance and
Yes.
validation and affirmation and even perspective and instruction but those key relational connection nutrients such as acceptance and things of that nature, the more we healthily receive those things, the less we will unhealthily seek them. The less we will prop ourselves up as an egotistical leader or whatnot.
Well, ultimately, you have to be honest with yourself. And this is a big kingdom moment when somebody can be honest with themselves and say, I am the man. I'm that guy. And, that's what turned things around for David. Just that I'm the man. When that finger is pointing in your face and somebody says, yeah, you're messing some things up here. And you're willing to say, I'm the man. I think that helps to move things in a better direction,
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this has been a tremendous conversation. We've even got some more questions here, but we're pretty well out of time. I want to end. I want to end with a question I ask all of my guests. What's one thing that you wish that Charles Robinette could tell his younger self?
Yeah, don't be so ambitious. That's what I would say to myself at a young age in ministry. You want to preach all the big things. Really, you do. You want to do all the big stuff. You're sitting by the phone waiting for, Brother Bernard to call and tell you you're preaching all the conferences and, and you're looking for those moments. But a greater moment is to be intimate with the King, to walk with the King. And I have found later in my ministry that the Lord has opened more doors in humility and in patience than he ever did with ambition. And, now the Lord has set before me doors that no man can shut. And he's given me opportunities and he's trusted me with opportunities that are so great. And I feel so humbled by them. But it wasn't because I was ambitious. It was because I was broken in the presence of the King. And I would just say to my younger self, you could have saved a lot of time if you'd have just fallen in love with the Lord. It would have been good.
That's so beautiful. Great way to end this podcast.